What is up, you guys? It is your boy Keeper. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. If you did not know about the darkness, the best game of all time, Skull Island, Rise of Kong, well, I'm here to talk about it, baby. So what is this game? This game is about King Kong, or so we thought. Now, on Metacritic, we could take a look right here. There's no meta score because nobody wants to review this garbage. And then the user score is generally unfavorable, sitting at a 3.6. Let's read some of the reviews. I want to read IGN specifically. Skull Island Rise of Kong is ugly and full of bugs, but the real trouble is that at its core, it's just boring. It makes no meaningful attempts to do anything new or clever, with mindless combat and pointless platforming that make it feel like a worse version of every action game from the last 20 years. This isn't the kind of bad game you can play and to laugh at, or that took some cool swings but missed them, or that creates weird combinations or technical snafus that lead to unexpected but entertaining results. It doesn't even rate enough to be called frustrating. Rise of Kong is fundamentally disinterested in itself, a giant ape game that doesn't even care enough about what it is doing to make the ape feel giant. How do you make a King Kong game with arguably one of the biggest monsters of all time, and you fail to make it a monster, the biggest monster of all time? Come on, you got Godzilla, King Kong, and all the monsters. Let's watch the trailer, guys.
There are stories of kings, stories of gods, and the stories of the beasts and their king. The story of Kong. But his legacy.
Like, look at this. This is a bad sign when this is King Kong. This is what he's looking like.
Kong. But his legacy had just begun.
Okay. I'm not gonna sit here and watch the rest of this trailer. I don't want to support them in any shape, any form or fashion. This game was abysmal. That trailer that you saw was basically the entire combat scheme of the game: ground pound, slap, slap, ground pound. Now, if we look at the Steam charts, we see that it peaked about 6 days ago, which was the day of launch. It was the day of launch. That was the biggest day that they had, with a 24-hour peak of 10 people. The weekend, come on, people just want to experience what the heck is going on with this game. And then 2 players right now. I don't know who these 2 players are, but you guys are powerhousing. This is Vietnam War veterans playing this game right now. They are struggling. They are fiending. They don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm just trying to think of why in the world would you guys release a game like this? Why? What is the point? What is the point? I mean, look at the screenshots. What is this? What is this? This is not a monster. If you guys take a look at the movies, there's tons of monsters they could have easily taken out of the movies. It's not that hard. But instead, you guys try to create your own monsters that look terrible. You make Kong feel like he's a miniature monkey. Well, he's a chimpanzee. He's not a gorilla. He's literally the size of a normal gorilla. In comparison to every other animal, he's the size of a normal gorilla. I'm just like, what in the world? I mean, take a look at the size of him versus a crab, dude. What crab was the same size as King Kong? If you guys saw the movie that recently came out, the last one, not the one with Godzilla, but the one on Skull Island. You guys remember that scene where he was in the water and he just grabs this gigantic octopus out of the water and rips it in half? That was size proportion. That was proportionate to the size of him. This makes absolutely no sense. I get it, you guys have no money to spend on this, but come on, dude. It's sitting at a 36% on Steam. It's on sale for $32. Don't pay for this. Go buy yourself an actual good game. Don't even touch this game. Don't support them with your money. They should learn their lesson. It's on sale. It went on sale the moment of release. If that tells you anything, it's that they were prepared to lose a lot of money, so they were just like, let's put it on sale so people buy it, just in the hopes that they get some of their money back. And this company is known for doing that. I'm not even going to take a look at the company because all they release is basically pop-up games with a heavy hitter name, and then they make a garbage game. I mean, maybe that Nickelodeon Brawl Stars was one of the best games that they made, but they make trash games overall. They don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to make a quick buck off of a big name. It's the IP. So let's look at the Colossal Edition because it has very heavy remnants of... Here with me, guys. Gollum. Why? Because Gollum was a basically full price game that released with DLC that should have been included in the game, and the game itself is already bad enough, so what? Why do you guys need look, base price, this is $15 more than base price for the game. What are they using this to justify? What is this price tag justifying? 8 exclusive film grain filters. Ain't even gonna read because 1933 noir? What you gonna be, Detective Kong? Come on, dude, keep it pushing. And the 1970s sepia tone film grain version. Wow, mind blown. Stuff that could have been included in the game, and if you play any other game, this is already gonna be in there. Go play God of War. 8 Kong style variants. Choose your own color scheme for Kong, including an albino white Kong. That's low-key racist. You guys put that paywall. Boss rush mode. Conquer all the titans of Skull Island as quickly as possible. Boy, ain't no boss in this game worth boss rushing. Put me on boss rush when I'm playing like Sekiro or something. Ain't nobody gonna boss rush Colossal Edition Skull Island. I mean, I'm maybe a little kid hops on this and he's like, wow, this is the best game ever. But no full-grown adult is sitting here drooling to boss rush King Kong Skull Island. IGN gave it a 3 on their video. I'm not going to watch their review because you guys know the gist of that stuff, man. It's going to be bad because it's rated bad. It's a bad overall game. Let's look at... This guy played the entire game in 3.5 hours, okay? So I want to take a look at this instance right here just because I want to show you guys. This is on the Nintendo Switch. This is a game that is nothing on par with Zelda or Mario games. But look, take a look at the frame rate. It's barely running on the Switch. Everything is popping in. Look at the water, dude. It looks like mud. This makes absolutely no sense for a game to be released in the year 2023 with games such as Spider-Man, Resident Evil 4, Baldur's Gate. You have some of the biggest games that we've seen in years coming out, and this game just randomly... Look at his fur, dude. Look at his jump. None of the animation is worked out. Everything just looks muddy. Everything just looks bad. The combat is trash. I mean, take a look at him fighting some crabs. FPS again. Wow. And remember that I said that all the combat you guys saw was basically in the trailer? That's all the combat in the trailer, guys. Literally all the combat in the trailer. There's nothing else. This is the entire game. There's no more. You just jump position to position. Like the review said, it's uninteresting. It's just a bunch of platforming and weird combat schemes. Take a look at this. That man Kong, the gigantic behemoth Kong does this. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that was a fun slip inside. You know, like, what monkey is sitting there talking to themselves like that? This guy's like, what a beautiful day outside. Let me just slip down the sand slide. Like, what? What? What in the world are you guys talking about? What are you guys smoking when you guys make games like this? Oh, yeah. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. What is that? Not a T-Rex. Not any type of monster that... Just make a sand crabber scorpion, dude. Make a gigantic scorpion. What is this giant dingaling popping out of the sand? Who put a giant dingaling in the sand and said, yes, this will work. And it's in boss rush mode. So if you want to keep facing the dingaling, just purchase the $52 edition of the game and you could fight the dingaling. Oh my gosh. The fear in his eyes. He has succumbed to the giant sand dong. Like, come on, dude. What is this? Let's watch this one right here. I think this is the one everybody's talking about. This is the one that I really just made me want to talk about this game. Yes, it is. Look, take a look at this. Look at his face. These people were so lazy that they couldn't afford to actually animate the scene, so they just clipped a picture of a T-Rex, probably their developer mode, photo mode, that they didn't include in the game because, well, they're too good for that. They can't be adding the normal stuff in the games. They got to take it all away so we savor. So we come back and experience every bit of the game over and over again till the game becomes 10 out of 10. It's going to be a game of the year contender. Just watch, guys. Just watch. Forget every other game that you played this year. This is the game that's going to win it all. And I hope you guys know that I'm being sarcastic. Don't comment down below like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're praising this game. I'm not praising this game. This game deserves to be dug in a 10-foot hole and never revived, never seen of again. So then it becomes one of those cult classic memories that everybody remembers came out, but it doesn't actually exist. Like, come on, dude. This is what that game needs. This is what the game really, truly deserves. Like, come on, dude. What is that? I am scared. I am scared. I am afraid. Like, handle that, homie. Arguably, one of the smallest dinosaurs of the time is the same size as Kong. That is what is throwing me off. And this is a boss. This is a boss fight, guys. This is what you would be paying $55 for. Does this scream $55 worth of fight to you? Oh my goodness, what is he? He's riding the crab. Oh my goodness. That crab is mad. He took his horn. Phase 2, boss. Like, come on, dude. His grabs are glitching. Everything is glitching. He's just running around. I just don't even know. The graphics are terrible. Even at ultra settings, the game looks terrible. He grabbed a plant. I didn't even know that was the form of healing in the game. My guy just grabbed the roseberry bush and just got 10 health. Like, look at this. This is nothing like Dark Souls, but it's trying so hard to be something like Dark Souls. Lock on, the boss having multiple phases. Like, I get it, dude. I get it. You guys are trying to tap into that Elden Ring hype, but not like this. Make it an open world game. Not even open world. Make it a linear story King Kong game where the King Kong is actually big. Make it so it feels like you could make it basically like the PS2 game that released a long time ago. If you guys didn't know, there was a King Kong game that did release, and it was based off the original trilogy of the movies. Not the classic, black and white films, but the one with Jack Black. If you know Jack Black, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That one. So they did release a game, and it was actually really good. For the time, it was one of the best movie adaptations of a game. There's really none that could touch it. Maybe the Batman Begins, because those games were actually kind of fire. But this, King Kong got a pretty good game at the time of the original trilogy being released. It had King Kong feeling giant. It had monsters that were scary, which is the whole point of the entire Skull Island, where all the monsters are after the humans. And King Kong is one of those that's bigger than all the other ones, so everybody's actually afraid. But they don't understand that he's really just trying to be out there protecting. He's just out there protecting the island. Like, come on, guys. You guys should have played. Give my boy Kong some more love. He deserves it. He's been around for decades. So on The Verge, it's reported that the game was only in development for a year. And I want to tap in and read some of this to you guys. Earlier this week, images and clips from Skull Island Rise of Kong started popping up on social media. Released on October 17th, the game was roundly marked for its dated-looking mechanics, graphics, and gameplay. IGN reported that players were calling it the best game of 2023. Though it is easy to see why this game might have earned that moniker, after speaking with developers involved in making the game, one fact becomes clear. Skull Island is the best it possibly could have been, because it was produced under restrictive circumstances imposed by its publisher, the Minnesota game-based company, Game Mill Entertainment. Game Mill Entertainment is booty cheeks. If you know anything about the games they make, it's booty cheeks. The Verge spoke with developers involved with the game who explained that though the team at Iguanabee, which developed Skull Island, is extremely talented, that talent was not able to be fully expressed because Game Mill only allowed 1 year for the team to develop the game from scratch. Dude, it takes months just to come up with a decent story. And that's decent, not God level story, not Asura's Wrath story. That's Lego Star Wars story. And Lego games are cult classics, amazing games, straight true. Like, come on, dude, just make a Lego King Kong game. If it's really that hard, just make a Lego King Kong game. Don't put all the blame on the publisher, Game Mill. I understand that they push a lot of restrictions and they don't fund it like they should. They give you a limited amount of time, but you also can't just put all the blame on them. Because people make the game. Y'all could have made something like Terraria, something. I just don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't want to say that it's an excuse, but here lately, tons of publishers, tons of companies have been pushing out these half-made products. And even though Cyberpunk is complete at the time that I'm speaking now, when it first launched, this was the same issue. Publishers like Game Mill say, you got a year. You got 2 years. You got 5 years to come out with the game. If you take any more than that, we'll stop funding it. And these companies need the funding. They don't make money till the game is made. It's a high risk, high reward situation whenever a game is made. For example, GTA 5 made some of the most money a game has ever made. You know why it's taking them so long to release another GTA? Because they're trying to make more than they made last time, and I'm sure they will. With $70 price tag, boy, you better be ready. They're going to hit $1 billion quick. The development process of this game was started in June of last year, and it was aimed to end on June 2nd this year. So 1 year development process, said its developer, Iguanabee, who wished to remain anonymous for fear of reprisal. Iguanabee is an indie developer based in Santiago, Chile, that has worked on a number of games, including original and licensed properties. It has worked on a number of projects for Game Mill Entertainment, including Little League World Series Baseball 2022, which, according to sources, was also known for 1 year of development. This company is a pump and dump. They make a game based on a popular IP, then they leave it. They make a game with a popular name. They dump it. It's over and over. It just makes quick money, so they're making their money in that way. I mean, it's a Minnesota-based company, so they're not huge. They're not huge, so they're not needing the money like Rockstar Entertainment. It's not like that. They're making small games, maybe 2-3 hour experiences and selling them for full price and then bouncing out and doing it again. This is the publisher that released Avatar. You guys know what nasty game I'm talking about. It's just as bad as this. They have behemoth games that they just poop on. So, like you guys see, they only gave them a year, not enough money. Minnesota-based company. They only give them a year. They release trash games. So, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. This game was just, at the point of the trailer, it was just basically a tell that this game was going to be one of the worst games of the year. If you guys look right here, they released the Avatar Last Bender game, and if you guys did not know about that, it's pretty much the same quality as Kong. Don't purchase it. It's sitting right now at a 25%. This is sitting at a 36%. And if you guys look, Cobra Kai, same type of game, 40%. People buy these games because they hear the name, and they're like, wow, maybe I should touch this game. 16, negative reviews. Like, what is this? 18%. Little Leagues, that was the game on the thing. One of the only games that they have that is positively reviewed is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which I will say was kind of fun. But this game is a very low quality, easy game to make for them. They already have the licensing for the characters, so all they got to do is release it. Look, Nickelodeon Kart Racers. So they make those Nickelodeon random games that you see. They also do like Zombieland. So just a bunch of classic games, classic stories, classic movies that they just basically capitalize on to make some quick money. Don't support this company. Don't touch Kong. You guys done seen it with your own eyes. This is not worth any type of $30. Huh? They should have put those sound effects that I just made into the thing because it would have actually fit. With all that being said, guys, I'm going to probably play some Spider-Man 2. I'm going to enjoy my great games that I have and stay away from this game. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. Keep it real. Out.